I think we need to get out of here. Jin doesn't want to stay any longer than need be in the graveyard at night. Nearby you see an open grave. A chill runs up your spine as you hear a sound emit from it. You shake your head and continue walking. The sound is clearer now. You're not imagining it. Muffled cries for help are coming from the grave. Alright, let's say that's possible. From the grave. That's the grave, presumably. Alright, so muffled cries for help. Jin suspects this may be a trap, especially after we just declined Bodhi's help. But curiosity and I guess a sense of doing the right thing encourages them to head forwards cautiously and investigate.
Oh, hello?
You open it to find a corpse and a man who's quite obviously alive. You help him out of the coffin. Alright. Oh, bless you, my lord, bless you. I did not know how much longer I would survive buried in there as I was. Who are you and how did you end up being buried alive? So his name is Adhere. I was buried by the men who kidnapped me. They held me for ransom from my family, and after my family had paid, they knocked me out. I remember being carried here and thrown into that grave next to another body, and then they buried me alive. So Aerie is saying, oh, you poor man, what sort of beast would do something like this? To anyone? Jim, we've got to find the people who did this and stop them. Adhere is saying, I'm sure I would have died if you had not arrived so soon. What a horrid death these men had in store for me. Well, sounds like a serious crime, but not necessarily some sort of major, city-threatening plot. So Jin will ask him to just report it to the garrison. Oh no, I couldn't. These men are still out there, and they would surely come after me and my family if they knew I said anything. They said they had done this before, kidnapped people and buried them here for money. They will surely exact revenge if I go to the garrison. Well, he's already been buried alive, so I don't think the men are too bothered about what he does next. But, let's see. Please, you must stop him, I beg of you. Because Aerie showed sympathy, I think, Jin will agree to help, but, I need to look good in front of her, and well, actually, we'll see what he has to say. Perhaps you're right. What can you tell me about these men? I don't know their names. There was 3 of them. The youngest carried me here. He was dressed all in red. Strange and bright as you please. I woke up with this in my hand. He must have torn off his shirt when he threw me in a grave. Here, perhaps it will help you find him. Okay. Is there anything else you can think of? Only that, there was someone who spoke to this man, perhaps the gravekeeper. You should talk to him, at least. He must have seen something. Alright, so again we can either accept or decline presumably a new quest. So yeah, Jin will agree to do it, to look good in front of Aerie. Obviously showed empathy for the man, but it's not going to be high on his priority list. I wouldn't call this a petty crime, but compared to the other threats facing Arm, maybe not very high on the list. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jin isn't callous or insensitive to what the man's been through, but he's just more worried about finding Imoen at this stage. And all the other problems, I mean, there's still monsters in the Umar Hills and the Windspear Hills. So, yeah, he'll accept, but probably won't do this anytime soon. Bless you, my lord. I wish you well. I must return to my family now. Let them know I'm still alive. Thank you, Helm, for watching over me. Right, Minsk is remarking, those who bury the living must be buried under our righteous fury. Woe betide those who flout justice, so says Minsk. Though betide was Buddhist word. Animal. But there are not more important adventures we could be undertaking. This manner of aid seems quite tedious. This is a task for the garrison, Jin. Hey, Jin actually agrees for once with Imoen. Alright. I think,
On my honor.
again, I think Jin will just try and get out of the graveyard now. Really not keen to. Yeah, these. Can't even go into all of these. What I assume are tombs. And, yeah, graveyard at
Who are
night.
you?
Oh dear. Yeah, graveyard at night with hardly any spells left is not the safest place to be. Mama, Papa, is that you? Yeah, whoever that is clearly not a human. Old friends, this may be no simple spirit. I guess, give whoever Wellen is a chance to speak. Spirit, I've never hurt anybody. My name is Wellen and I just want my stuffed bear back. Stuffed bear? What does this bear you speak of? It's my favorite bear, Little Man, the bad man who came into our house. He hurt me and took Little Man with everything else. I can never go to sleep without Little Man. Right, so it sounds like a murdered child. A thief killed you and took your stuffed bear along with the rest of your loot, of his loot. Sounds... Eh? Alright, if I found this bear for you, would you be at peace? Well, if the story is true, then obviously Jin feels I guess, pity for the poor child. Yeah, I think again, even if he accepts this quest, he won't do it anytime soon. Oh yes, I could go to sleep if only I had him. Would you get him for me? Would you please, please, please? Okay. Very well. Do you know where the bear is? Yes, the bad man has it at the inn in the slums. The copper Alright, copper coronet. I think his name is Linus. That's interesting. I've gone at him. I've tried to tell him that I just want my bear. Please. He's too frightened of me. Please get it from him. Well, I think that's probably something we can do quickly. We're not in our current state. Just highly conscious of how vulnerable the party is right now. And I think we'll go back to the copper coronet, but only to sleep, and then maybe see if we can find whoever that guy is. Okay, so back to the slums.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Not a good time, but I think they're just normal bandits. Yeah.
What do you require?
Alright, see what his sword can do. So, lightning strike. I'm hoping this isn't lightning bolt, because I forgot to save before we did this. Okay, blindness. On that's just only one of these guys.
I await your need. It is
If
done.
you,
If memory serves,
run
Yoshimo
away,
is willing.
I'll help however I can. Faster than Chick-Tika Fast
You
to the
Paws.
point.
mage.
I punch.
Minsk, chop,
Where
that
Minsk
cleric.
goes, evil stands aside.
I shall go forth at your command.
Imoen, chant, I guess, quick buff for everyone. Yeah, we handle these guys
Great
very
man!
start, so hopefully they're not any harder.
What can I do?
Okay, so now stone skin. Pierce. Okay, so yeah, some sort of CC.
Creature, and feed the earth.
Alright, so I think the enemy mage cast the spell magic. Doesn't do a lot though. Okay.
Swords,
Means
not word.
kill
Jump
the
on my
pirate.
sword while you can, evil. I won't be as gentle.
So this thing?
Shoot
Right
the
behind
mage.
you, right?
Yes.
What are we doing, Jim?
What is my task?
Yeah, actually, this might be a good time to try the Wand of Fear. Okay. Where are you going?
Very
Shooter.
well.
Why do you have to walk up to the shooter? What are you doing, Mishima? Alright, now that you're up to it, you might as well use your katana. Our enemies
Point
can
the
come
sword, and
through,
I shall
so
strike.
get stuck
Very
in.
well. For the order!
Yeah, so fear affected one or two of them, I think. Okay, I think the cleric is
I
dead.
hear you.
On my honor, it shall be.
Oh, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Oh, I hope they're going to survive it.
I'll have you dead!
Minsk and Boo stand. Live by the sword. Live a good
Oh, Aerie's in
long
combat.
time.
This is a
That's
lot
what I
more
intended.
exciting than any circuit. I'll do it.
Retreat.
With vengeance!
Okay.
Every hunt stand back. You require my
There's the
justice.
note there.
Nothing
Didn't
dangerous.
think these bandits were any importance, but maybe they have some sort of influence. No, not even any magical songs. Okay, so Holy Smite. Right, okay. Okay.
Onward. The battle bow. Run,
Alright, just
bow, run.
throws a note, maybe.
Where shall I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
What? Consider it done.
Yes, I am willing.
Yes, I will
Okay.
do my best.
Just a standard bandit raid ambush. Okay, we're back to the slums.